Red lights are about to come here for round 6 of the championship. The lights will go green any second now. Lights down, away we go. LRT LoE gets a very good start. Lion, Alonso and Alpha Trix very good off the launch. Alpha Trix with a very good launch, and he's already gone through past 2. Lion trying to go around the outside into turn 1. Of course, got to air that degree of caution. A little bit of a Constantino effect. Bullet Boy and Alonso getting a very good start, both passes, but LRT is away, and he's away by about a second early from Lion in second. Alpha Trix in third, trying to go around the outside of Lion. Not going to pull it off. It's a very clean start. Very, very good from all the Division 1 drivers. Let's have a look further down the field then. Decky getting quite close to Verstappen, trying to go Brendan Hartley like around the outside, similar to what we saw with Lance Stroll. Of course, no contact being made as going around the outside of him. Cantera, Wesley just hooked up there, a little bit of a Constantina effect. Chapelelli, Doom, and X-Jerry further down the field. Alpha Trix then down the inside of Line, gets the move done. He has to overshoot the turn. Of course, no dry points to be taken here for braking points. 1.2 seconds then. And Waluigi in the meantime, let's try and run on board them with some of the closer battle. Chapelelli and June right on the back then of Chapelelli. You can see how difficult these conditions are for the drivers as Chapelelli locks up and nearly goes into the back of Westy. June trying to go around the outside of him. The traction will be there on the outside of the corner, trying to get the move done through towards 3 and 4 now, and they're still side by side. The German on the inside, the Spaniard right around the outside. June in the Sauber, in the Alfa Romeo, sorry, as the racing point holds on. Chapelelli pulls it off. Leads them by 1.7 seconds. We'll go back to then to Decky and Waluigi. And Waluigi is through. The Renault driver is through on the inside of Decky. Had a poorly run out the third chicane there. And Waluigi then is through. And Doom and Chapelelli are fighting there once again. There is Chapelelli. Beautiful camera angle that. Doom trying to go around the outside of Chapelelli. Jock Donohue gets caught on the curb. Chapelelli's going to be back past him. Surely this could let Campbell in as well. Let's run on board them with the Scotsman. Difficult to see the cars ahead, but Chapelelli, Doom looking to the inside then. Side by side through here is pretty much impossible in the wet. Chapelelli holds on to 14th position. Wow, good driving there by Chapelelli to defend the position as we'll put on board with Verstappen. I'll explain that in just a second. The top 12 positions do get point system. Verstappen then down the inside of Lion, the QBR driver, and he just gives way. Lion just gives way, tries to get the switch back off the final corner, pretty much bump drops him through the corner. Lion then right on the back of Verstappen. Got to try this around the outside, I think. Verstappen not going to give him any room. Lion around the outside. Surely he can't pull this off. Fantastic if he can. Little bit of bumping wheels. It was going to be Lion's move anyways. Verstappen not giving him any room. And on the inside of the corner, Lion gets the move done. He had the car ahead. He had right of way for the corner. And Lion is through and he's up into 6th place. Good move that. Toxic then lining up on Lion. 3.5 tenths down into the hairpin. Not going to be close enough. Of course, taking the wide out line. Oh, Lion actually trips the wall. Has a bit of a half swing coming out of the wall, and they're Toxic, sensing an opportunity. These two very fond of each other. I've seen these guys race in FRL before. Lion and Toxic then. Down the straight, 2 teammates. There's definitely no team orders here from Frank Williams. And Toxic round the outside. Gets the move done. He just has to cut the chicane slightly. He had right away the corner though. That's what matters. And Lion has to give away the position. LoE then leads the way, still by 9 tenths of a second. As what has happened here. Lion and Waluigi have they had some sort of coming together as Lion. Let's have a look. Left side end plate damage for Lion, and a VSC has been deployed. So a VSC has been deployed. Everyone then coming into the pit from 9th downwards, I think. Waluigi, Lion, Decky is into the pit as well as Lion has retired in the pit lane. Not sure what happened. I didn't see what happened there. I'm not gonna. Waluigi getting closer again to the back of Decky. Decky then lunging to the inside. There's the yellow flag in Sector 1 and another VSC is out. Who was that in Sector 1? June maybe, I'm thinking. Might have lost some end plate damage. Let's have a look and see if it was June. He's lost his front wing. Yes, that's probably why. June. Some Alpha Trix in second. Waluigi then again looking to the outside. Decky though, he knows how to position the car, the German. The Belgian then trying to go around the outside. Waluigi with a much better exit is going to pull it off, I think. Decky to the inside line, but Waluigi might get a cross on him. Decky lunging it down the inside. Oh, and he's into him. June Juman's out of the race, sorry. There was a yellow flag in sector 3. He's retired into the pit lane. Schiaparelli then losing a position, and Cohen and Waluigi fighting side by side, running down the straight. They've got to be careful that they don't make contact down the straight here, these two. The Belgian and the Dutchman going side by side. The Red Bull on the inside. It's very difficult to make out, but he gets the move done. Cohen then is through up to 9th position. A little bit of contact, as I say, with Decky. He just looked like he locked up in the conditions. Waluigi then back on the inside line. Schiaparelli trying to get involved in this as well. And Waluigi just has to sit tight in behind Cohen. Decky just getting very close to the wall, nearly killing me, the cameraman there. Waluigi, Cantera though with a much better exit. Cantera again, looking to try and get away through here on Waluigi. There's just going to be one mistake from one of these guys and it could let one of the other guys in. Cohen then, beginning to pull away slightly. Thank you to 23 viewers that are tuning in to tonight's race. We are on the penultimate lap. We'll go on board with the battle with the leaders very soon indeed. We'll keep on focusing as Cantera right on the back of Waluigi. The Spaniard looking as close as ever to get Waluigi. Is he going to try and go around the outside? He will try and position the car in a way where he will get traction off the corner. Waluigi a little bit too deep. Cohen having a bit of a half spin there. Oh, and Waluigi almost spins, and Cantera trying to go down the inside line. They're side by side running down the straight. Waluigi, I think, might have to give up this one, because Cantera is through. He just got caught on the curb there, and given the wet conditions, I'm not surprised that he had a bit of a half spin, but Cantera granted pretty much a free position there, and he's up into 10th position. Cohen now under pressure from Cantera. Waluigi still in there as well, the Belgian, ever the consistent here in Division 1, but Cantera may be beginning to pick up 2 extra positions towards the final lap of the race. The leaders are about to go on to that final lap of the race. We'll cut on board with those guys in just a second. LRT LoE and Alpha Trix, of course, still leading the way by 4.2 seconds, that gap. Cantera then is still looking on the back of Cohen. Louis starts to pass at the final lap of the race in front. Cantera though on the back of Cohen, and Cohen really beginning to struggle now. Cantera right in the slipstream. Of course, remember, no DRS. This has got to be done the old-fashioned F1 way. And Cantera not going to get past Cohen this time around. Switching it towards the inside of the apex slightly. Cohen now towards the hairpin. Cantera, he tried to get the move done on Waluigi. He got caught on the curb. That is an AI car just ahead, so there's no need to be concerned about that. Cantera trying to get the switch back. Cohen with a much better run out though, and he begins to power off the corner as Cantera gets the hammer down once again. 0.3 of a second. Montana picked up a 3-second time penalty. The leaders are just coming towards the hairpin now. Cantera then looking to the inside of Cohen. Not going to be quite close enough. We'll cut back on board with that battle in just a second as Cantera gets a little bit of a poo run out there. Cohen is still in contention for 9th. Cantera 10th, Waluigi 11th, but through the final couple of corners now, through turn 12 at the kink, LRT LoE is going to be picking up his first win since his return here in League of Europe. A dominant qualifying ended up in a dominant race. LRT LoE coming around the final corner here in Canada to win. The Brit dominates here in Canada. Fantastic win. Alpha Trix comes across the line in second and sets a new fastest lap of the race and steals it right at the death. 1:20.076. Montana will be coming across the line in third. There are battles happening further down the field though. That's what we'll cut on board to now, as Cantera and Cohen once again still desperately trying to find a way through. Cohen with a bit of a half spin. Now Cantera trying to look to the inside line. Alonso will be coming across the line in fourth. Bullet Boy across the line in fifth. Double point scoring finish for the Haas. Cohen then through the hairpin is under pressure from Cantera. This is going to be quite close. Surely Cantera is not going to have to think about lunging it around the outside into the final couple of corners. He could be past him though. Cantera using up his overtake mode. He's on the inside line. Cohen trying to go on the outside line. Cantera has to back off. Both of them go side by side through. Cantera, Waluigi's still in this as well. It could be a 3-way photo for the line. Cohen and Cantera. Oh, Cohen brake checks him right on the line. Cohen. I'm not sure if he slowed down. Did he run out of fuel? He might have run out of fuel actually, Cohen. My goodness me. Breathless finish here in Canada. We'll try and pick up on that with in just a second. It almost looked like Cohen had run out of fuel right at the death. Waluigi into the back of him. Grants Cantera the penalties. It all happens as LRT LoE then. LRT Brendan Lee takes the top step off the podium. And he takes the win here in Canada. It's a Grand Slam here, apart from not getting the fastest lap. It's qualifying. He qualified on pole, took the race by the scruff of the neck early, and was never to be caught by Alpha Trix, who finishes in second, and Montana again to the podium in third position. The Division 1 champion, hopefully beginning to come of age and showing his old form.